My mother-in-law stood up at my baby shower in front of 40 people and told everyone the baby probably wasn't her son's. She expected me to break down crying. I just looked at her and said, wow, thank you for coming. 6 weeks later, she was calling me from a hospital bed asking me to be the one to pick her up. I'm Maya, 32, married to Daniel for 3 years. His mother, Carol, never accepted me. Not loudly, just quietly. Every holiday had something buried in it. Every compliment had a hook. She once told me my cooking was impressive for someone who didn't grow up with much. That was the nicest thing she ever said to me. When I got pregnant, Carol got worse. She started asking Daniel strange questions about how well he really knew me. Before we got married, she brought up an ex of mine twice at family dinners for no reason. Daniel shut it down both times, but Carol never stopped. The baby shower was at my sister's house. 40 people, both families. My mom flew in from out of state. We had done everything right, the decorations, the food, the games. It was a perfect afternoon until Carol stood up with her glass of wine and said she wanted to say something. She said she hoped the baby would have Daniel's eyes because you can always tell so much about where a child really comes from. The room went completely silent. My aunt actually gasped. My mom put her fork down slowly. Daniel went pale. I looked at Carol and said, wow, thank you so much for coming. Then I turned back to my guests and kept opening gifts. Carol left 20 minutes later. Daniel didn't speak to her for 9 days. I never asked him to do that. He did it on his own. What Carol didn't know was that she had been quietly dealing with a health issue for months and had told nobody. Not Daniel, not her daughter, not anyone. 3 weeks after the shower, she had a serious episode and ended up in hospital overnight. Her daughter lived 4 hours away. Daniel was in the middle of a work crisis he couldn't leave. She called me, not Daniel. Me. She asked if I could come. I got in the car and drove 40 minutes to that hospital. I sat with her for 3 hours. I brought her food from the cafeteria. I drove her home when they discharged her and made sure she had everything she needed before I left. She didn't apologize that day. She just said thank you quietly when I dropped her off. 3 weeks later, she called Daniel and apologized to him directly for what she said at the shower. He told me after. She still hasn't said it to my face, and maybe she never will. But every time she sees my daughter now, she holds her like she's the most important thing in the room. That's enough for me.